way to trellis your tomatoes in the greenhouse is to have basically a metal cord on the top rail go along the top of the greenhouse that is right above your bed of tomatoes. So these are already permanently installed. We already did that last year. And what we're going to do is we're going to have this tomahawk here hooked onto the top of the metal cord. And what we're going to do at the top is we're going to put one of these clips around the hook over top of the bar, and we're going to clip this onto the bar, and that way if there's a wind and this shakes around, it prevents the tomahawk from falling off. And then we're going to unravel our string, let it fall down to the base of the plant, and then we're going to leave a little excess at the base of the plant, maybe about a foot or so, and you can decide to cut that off at the end afterwards or not. And we're going to use these clips to attach the string to the tomato plant, and then what that is going to do is that's going to provide a support for the weight of the tomato plant as it grows up vertically. And as soon as the tomato plant reaches the top of the greenhouse, what you can do is what's called the lower and lean. So there will be a video about that later on in the season, but basically a lower and lean is, instead of the tomato plant being vertical like this, you're going to lower and lean it like that, and you can basically have the tomato grow vertically indefinitely, because we've got indeterminate varieties of tomatoes here, which means that they'll continue growing and growing and growing as long as the conditions permit. So last trick for the trellising of the tomatoes is that I like to have a root pouch full of clips around my waist, and that way while I'm up on the ladder I don't need to like go back up and down the ladder. It makes it end up being a lot faster to just be able to grab a clip right here at my waist and go right ahead and attach. And the same thing goes for when I come back to re-trellis the plants, because I'm going to be clipping these throughout the season to the cord. It actually, something very important for trellising the tomatoes is that when you attach it to the bottom, you don't want to have a tension on the cord. You want it to be loose from the top to the bottom, because if there's a tension on the cord, what's going to happen is that the cord is actually going to pull on the base of the tomato plant, and it's actually going to pull the plant's roots out of the ground. You do not want to have the stress on the plant, and it could actually uproot the plant if there's a bit of wind. So you definitely want it to be loose on the cord. Have the corresponding string for the right plant, and bring it up here next to the main stem of the plant, keeping the string loose, not pulling it tight. It's tight, it's going to pull on the plant. Here, I'm just going to put the string inside of the clip like that, and it's going to close and hold on to the plant that way, and the clip is going to be put underneath the bottom branch, like so. And depending on the height of your tomato plant, a bit too tight actually, so now just loosen. There we go. Depending on the height of your tomato plant, you can already add a second clip, like this one. Another branch. That's a bit too tight as well. Important to make sure the string is loose, so it's not pulling on the plant. That's it for now. A week or two from now, when the plant is about this height, we'll add another clip. Once it gets another foot or two higher, we'll add a clip. Every foot or two of growth, we're going to add a new clip on the tomato plant.